One of the best visas in Europe right now is Spain's non-lucrative visa. It's made for people who want to live in Spain without working, whether you're retired, living off savings, or just need a break from the grind. This visa is ideal for people who are financially independent and want to enjoy life in Spain without the pressure of needing a job. If your goal is a slower, healthier, higher quality lifestyle and you don't need to work to support yourself, this visa might be exactly what you're looking for. But the process can get messy if you don't know what you're doing, and even a single missing detail can cause your visa application to get rejected. So in this video, I'll explain what the non-lucrative visa is, how to apply for it, and which documents you'll need to apply. I'll also share the biggest mistakes we see people make and some insider tips to help you avoid them. So let's get started. The non-lucrative visa is Spain's way of saying, yes, you can come live here as long as you can show that you have enough money to support yourself and your family without working for a foreign or Spanish company. It's made for people who are financially self-sufficient, meaning you already have savings or passive income that doesn't come from a daily job. So who is this visa good for? First of all, retirees. If you stopped working and you want to enjoy your retirement in a peaceful, beautiful, and affordable European country, this visa could be a great fit. Next, if you have passive income like pension payments, social security, 401k, rental income, investments, and people with savings, maybe you sold your house or built up a solid financial pillow. So basically, if you can show you saved enough to cover your living costs, that works too. The main thing is you're not coming to Spain to get a job. You are coming to enjoy life and you already have the money to do that. That's why the non-lucrative visa doesn't allow you to work. No freelance gigs, side hustles, or remote jobs. Some consulates even ask for a signed statement confirming that you won't carry out any professional activity while living in Spain. If you continue working, this can put your visa and future renewals at serious risk and is just not worth it. So why pick the NLV? It has some great benefits. First of all, it's a path to long-term residency. The first visa is usually valid for 1 year. After that, you can renew it for 2 more years, and after that, again for another 2. After 5 years of living in Spain legally and consistently, you can apply for permanent residency. And if you have ties to an Ibero-American country, you might be able to apply for citizenship after just 2 years of living in Spain. You'll also get access to Spain's excellent healthcare system after a year if you choose to start contributing to social security system in Spain. But to qualify for the visa itself, you'll need a private health insurance, and I'll explain more about that in a minute. You can also travel freely in the Schengen area, which includes many European countries. And yes, you can bring your spouse, children, and elderly parents with you. This visa is also great if you want to leave your home country as soon as possible, but still don't have a remote job secured or business started. So this visa allows you to move to Spain and figure out your job situation, and then after a year, you can switch from non-lucrative visa to a digital nomad visa. You don't need to leave Spain to apply for this visa from the Spanish consulate in your home country. You can just do it directly in Spain, which makes it way easier and less hectic. Now let's talk about money. One of the biggest questions people have is, how much do I need? Spain wants proof that you can support yourself and your family if they're coming too. The amount is based on something called IPREM. That's a baseline number Spain uses to set financial requirements for visas. You'll need to show at least 400% of this baseline amount for yourself. Then, if you're bringing a spouse or dependent, you'll need to show 100% more for each person. person. For example, this year, the IPREM is 7,200 euros per year, so 400% of this baseline is around 28,800 euros that you would need to show for one main applicant. To see how much you need to qualify with your spouse or with your children, download my free non-lucrative visa checklist. It also shows a list of all necessary documents that you need to gather for your application. The link to download this checklist is in the description of this video. So these numbers can change each year, that's why make sure to check the current IPREM when you apply. And since the visa is based on euros, your bank statements in dollars or any other currency should show the right amount when converted to euros. It's a good idea to show more than the minimum just to be safe. So how do you prove that you have the money? There are two main ways. First is passive income like pension, social security, 401k, or rent from property you own, or regular investment income. You'll need official statements showing this money coming in. Second is savings. If you have enough saved, you can use that instead. Many people qualify this way, especially if they sold their house. Spain wants to see that your financial situation is stable and consistent. Typically, they will request bank statements from the last 3 to 12 months, depending on your consulate. On top of that, there's been a big update to the non-lucrative visa this May 20th. So under the new immigration laws, Spain made the financial documentation rules even stricter. And this is really important because in many cases, bank statements alone won't cut it anymore. So now you need a detailed bank certificate from your financial institution. It has to show things like your average balance and year-end balance for the past 12 months, the date your account was opened, and in some cases even a full record of all account activity since December 31st of the previous year. This is how you show Spain that your money is real, sitting there, not just moved around last minute to meet the minimum. Now let's talk about how to apply. This part is important. You must apply from your home country at the Spanish consulate that covers your area. So if you live in Florida, you'd apply through the Miami consulate. You can't apply from Spain as a tourist. It doesn't work that way. There have been some changes to this process done last year, and now there is an intermediary party called BLS that receives your documents for processing. So instead of getting an appointment to the consulate itself, you do it now with BLS, and it is very hard to get appointments with BLS now. There is currently a shortage of these appointments. The worst situation is in the state of California and New York. BLS there are so overwhelmed that they don't even reply to your emails or phone calls. You really want to have professionals handling this on your behalf. For your application, you'll need to gather a few key documents: your passport, proof of your income or savings, a clean criminal background check, a medical certificate that says that you're in good health, and private health insurance that meets Spain's rules. Any public document like your FBI background check or social security statement has to be apostilled and soon translated into Spanish. Let's go a little deeper on the insurance because it's one of the top reasons people get denied. Your private health insurance must be from a company that operates in Spain. It has to cover all major medical needs like emergencies and hospital stays. It cannot have deductibles, co-pays, or waiting periods, and it must cover you for the full first year. Many US health plans or travel insurances don't meet these rules, even if they seem good. So double check this part carefully before you apply. Things can get complicated if you have pre-existing conditions or you're over 75 years old. When it comes to pre-existing conditions, I'll be upfront. If you have had serious complications or major surgeries, insurance likely won't cover anything related to that, and you should be prepared to pay out of pocket for that care. We have a client who has elderly parents. She wanted to attach to her non-lucrative visa, and most insurances in Spain don't provide health insurance for people over 75. Both of her parents were in their 80s, but our insurance agent on our team managed to find one insurance in all of Spain that allowed this. So if this sounds like your situation and you're struggling to find health insurance, book a call with us. We'd be happy to help. I mentioned before that you can apply with children or elderly parents, but there are some important details to be aware of. If you want to include your elderly parents in your application, you'll need to provide proof that they are financially or medically dependent on you. For children aged 18 and over, you'll need to demonstrate both cohabitation and financial dependency. For example, if they are unmarried, living under the same roof with you, or enrolled in college and you're paying for that college, all this can serve as strong evidence for your visa. And if you're moving with minor children, enrolling them in school is essential. Homeschooling is not accepted when the time comes to renew the visa. Here is another important tip, especially if you're selling your house or had a big financial event in your year you move. If you spend more than 183 days in Spain during a calendar year, you become a Spanish tax resident. That means Spain could tax your worldwide income, including money from selling your house. To avoid that, many people move after the first week of July. That way, they spend fewer than 183 days in Spain and they avoid Spanish taxes on their US income. Definitely talk to a tax advisor about this if that applies to you. Regarding the timeline, you should start with your move 5-6 months in advance. On average, visas at Spanish consulates are issued within 30-40 days. However, consulates reserve time for a visa processing up to 3 months. And if you're applying in a busy state like California or New York, be prepared to wait. Once your visa is approved, you get your NAE number in your visa stamp and you will have 90 days to enter Spain. After you arrive, you will have 30 days to take the next steps, registering your address with the local town hall that's called empadronamiento, and applying for your TIE card, which is your official foreigner ID in Spain. The renewal process is easier. You don't need to go back to your home country. You can just apply within Spain. However, start planning this early, as the first year on the non-lucrative visa goes by very fast, and by the time you get your TIE residency card, you need already start thinking about your visa renewal. For the NLV renewal, you need to bring your passport, TIE residency card, and show proof of money and where did this money come from. You will need to show that you have enough savings for the next 2 years, as the next visa will be given for 2 years instead of 1. So for one main applicant, it will be showing another 57,600 euros. I know it's a lot. Applying from your home country, showing financial proof, getting the right insurance, navigating apostles and translations, thinking about taxes and figuring out what to do once you arrive. It can all get overwhelming. There is a lot of confusing information out there, and believe me, personal circumstances matter. Even a small detail can put your visa application at risk, especially since Spanish consulates are often stricter than the Spanish immigration authorities, UGE themselves. So if the NLV sounds like the right next step for your move to Spain and you're looking for some help to apply for the non-lucrative visa as well as help with finding accommodation, health insurance, figuring out taxes, relocating your pets, or enrolling your kids into private schools, you can book a consultation with me and my team where we'll help you create a customized relocation plan for you and your family to make your dream of living in Spain a reality. The link is also in the description. And if you're wondering about the real costs of retiring in Spain, click here to check out this next video on how much money you need to move to Spain. And I'll see you next week. Hasta pronto!